What's happening, good people? I gotta get back to the basics, man. Get back on my consistent stuff. I missed a little bit today, but it's all good. It happens to the best of us. Let me get my IG up real quick. Let me see here. Live. Get my IG up. Forgive me. Let me live. Let me see how this is looking. Okay. My IG down here. What's happening, everybody? Hopefully, y'all had some solid days today. I have been doing nothing but working on my schedules. So make sure I got everything in line for tomorrow's adventure. Cause it's gonna be lit and it's gonna be interesting getting back to the basics. So y'all can look at me up. I will be up moving around in the 4 o'clock. On the road in the 5 o'clock hour. Start back tomorrow. I'm gonna get back to it. I slept in a little bit. Went to a celebration yesterday. Had way too many cocktails and it caught up to me. I was down and out by 6:30, and then wake back up to after 12 o'clock. Then had to drive home and then get into bed, and then from that point I didn't wake up to like 7 8. And just was one of them days, but I'm glad it was because it was raining. What up, DH Lawn Service 20? What up, family? It's kind of giving y'all a rundown about the festivities that I was at yesterday. We had a lot of cocktails and everything. So I was down and out. But I had a great time though, I ain't gonna lie. So and then like I was stating before, now it's just basically just taking it back to the basics, getting up early in the morning. It rained, so it rained a lot this morning, and it was really wet out this morning. So and I had a lot of fescue yards that I had to go serve. I had to go service, so I kind of held off on going out there and made sure I got all my schedules together for the week. And I have my equipment list done to where I know when I come in, that extra piece of equipment has to be on the trailer for the next day to make sure I can maximize my days out there. Because with me doing so much in the morning now, it's really easy for me to forget a piece of item that I know I'm gonna need to make some additional funds on some of my clients' lawns. So I have everything because tomorrow on my commercial property, I have to get on top of the roof and blow out the gutters. That's a service that I offer once a month. So I got to get that in tomorrow. So I had to load my 14-foot ladder on the trailer, which is I hate even dragging the damn thing around because it's a nuisance on there and it gets in our way when we strapping down our equipment. And I had to load my 30-inch time cutter back up on the back of the truck. So right now I'm pulling 4 machines with me and an extra 14-foot ladder with all my small trimming instruments like my blower, string trimmer, weed eater, string trimmer, hedge trimmer. I got my pole saw on there. We got everything we need. All the batteries are charged up for the impact drill. Just in case if I need to sharpen some blades, I got my little small compact blade sharpener grinder. Man, I just got things in place, man. I did it all tonight before I actually got live, and I was able to tap in with my brothers live and definitely show him some support. You see what I'm saying? Let me read some of these comments on how you feel. Okay, Lawn Soldier. Now, I can see the benefits of both of them trailers from an enclosed trailer to an open trailer. Now, with the enclosed trailer, you don't have to worry about things. Your equipment is in there secure. You can literally drop the trailer, not even worry about things. But with the open trailer, that's more set up to like if you're doing a lot of landscaping, like mulch and stuff like that, it's easy to have an open trailer. So it really just depends on what all you tapping into and make the decision that's best for you. You know what I'm saying? I know with me, it it has to be an open trailer for me right now because it's more convenient for me to move around. It's more convenient for me to go get the bulk loads of mulch. So But an enclosed trailer, I watch my brother, he has one now, and it's like game changing when it comes to having your stuff already loaded up and secure. You don't have to worry about it other than dropping the trailer, or if even if you have to drop it, you're good to go. Just lock the doors and you have nothing to worry about. So Clark Williamson, what up, family? Seeing you on the Mac on the Mac podcast tonight too. It was a good show, man. Him and Janelle. CNC landscaper lawn care out of North Carolina, I believe, was on there, man. It's a solid person right there. I definitely follow her a long way. Let me get on some of these Instagram messages. Let me see. Had to check up on you with no top of the morning. I appreciate that, DH. I was just late with it this morning, man. I was just, hey man, there's too many cocktails last night. You know it happens to the best of us. And what's that? Mule Task _ what up, family? Finna take off this year like you and straight push more. Hey man, 931 _ exclusive. A majority of everybody in lawn care started off with a push more, bro. You starting the process off, man. So congratulations to you, and just get ready to work hard. And it's gonna make you appreciate when you start getting them bigger pieces of equipment that help you do the jobs faster and more efficient. And it's coming as long as you stay the course, bro. It'll naturally come, I promise you. Potts, what up, family? Nashville family. What's that? Fitness inspiration for life. What up, man? I know you definitely in the gym with a name like it. And that says a lot about you, especially if you consistent in it. Because once you break your body down, it takes a different type of person to keep going to that gym and actually getting used to the burn, is what I call it. When you get used to that burn, it's down here from there. And they say it's like a 14-day to 21-day habit you have to do. For sure. Appreciate the feedback. Man, bro, anytime, 931, that's what I'm here for, man. So if I can help you in any type of way, bro, slide in that DM. Just reach out, give me some time to respond. And with that name, 931 exclusive, like, I want to see what you're doing out here for real. I'll remember you. Matter of fact, I took a screenshot of it just to make sure I remember you. Make sure you put some clips up and make sure you put a picture on there of yourself, so I know who the hell clips I'm looking at. Because I hate looking at people's clips and I don't know who did the work. I can't even point them out in the crowd of nobody because they ain't got no picture of themselves up there. I seen some pics. Okay, I appreciate that, man. Get your business page and everything and start blasting your stuff out there. That's your resume and everything, man. You'd be surprised on what come through just because you got some pictures up. Kivo Bangs, what up, family? I'm chilling, trying to get back on my consistency since I missed my main thing, which is Real Talk Live yesterday. So I'm just gonna retable it and just go run all the topics and everything together on this coming Real Talk Live on Sunday. So, and then it's gonna be really juiced up because there's a lot of things going on out here in the world and everything. You got an email to send your pics. Let me see here. I'm gonna type it in. You definitely can email me at let me see here. I'm gonna put it on the comments. jcrowley16@icloud.com. Okay, I just typed my email in there for your Lawn Soldier Lawn Service. Now, if you on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, if you on any of them platforms, you can either put in John Crawley or I'm type it in, or One Man, One More Landscaping. Type in, or you can just put that in, and I'm gonna pop up. If I get the typings together. Fingers not lining up properly. Crawley or yeah, if you type it in John Crawley or One Man, One More Landscaping in all the platforms, bro, I should pop up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on all the major ones: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I'm on Threads. I'm on X, but I don't have too many posts up on X. It's just getting a little overwhelming. So right now I'm just dealing with the primary 4. And it's kind of really getting overwhelming. I'm just trying to make it a habit of bouncing back and forth to each app. And it can become rather challenging. That's all I can say. If anybody's doing it, then you know what I'm talking about. So Let me get down in some of these comments on Instagram. Big top of the morning. Appreciate that 47. Appreciate that. Cars on the way in the mail right now. Oh, that's what's up, bros. Congratulations. Get them cars and business cards. Matter of fact, I need to get myself some more business cards because I ran out last year and I wasn't really advertising to get no new customers. But since my schedule has slowed down dramatically from last year, I really don't know what to do with myself with all this extra time during the week. For real. Because we have about, I think, 16 on the schedule tomorrow. And then on the day after that, I might have like another maybe 16, 18. And then on the following day, I have to take off in the morning because I have to go somewhere out of town to get my real ID. Something that they doing down here in Tennessee, man. They make you have this thing called a real ID, which you have a star on it. That way you can fly and not be held in place because you don't have the real ID. So I'm gonna have to get that in place. That way I can just fly and continue on going different places across the country and vibing out with different individuals I work with. So yeah, Pops, that's what I was told by my brother. They said you definitely need the real ID or you need a passport and you won't have to worry about it. It's the same thing my brother told me. So I'm going to get my real ID Thursday. And I can't get it in Metro Nashville because the lines are insane. So I have to go out of town to one of the counties and I have a 10 o'clock appointment to get it done. So hopefully I know with the smaller counties, they normally run definitely on time. You know what I'm saying? They're very time orientated. You know what I'm saying? So when I get there, hopefully it's a speed process right on through. Make sure I have the proper literature that I need. Probably need a birth certificate, social security card, all this stuff, and I have it readily on hand whenever I need to pull it out, just in case. So, but once I get all that done, it's all good. I think it's all across the country. Yeah, it is bees grass cutting. I think they're finna really go into effect this coming up month. So it's really important that you take the time out and go get your real ID, especially if you're trying to utilize the airport and different type of travel businesses. They might require you to have a real ID. So just be mindful and do your research to make sure that you don't get pent down at the gates and your whole plans get disrupted because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So I have to go do that Thursday morning and then I come back. And then I have a nice landscaping job that I have to do in the afternoon. To where it's a small install. We go plant on we'll do some, I think it's called some type of holly. I can't think of the actual name of it before. I'm gonna buy a couple of hollies. Then I'm gonna stagger her some Elijah Blue fescue grass in the front and the flower bed as I get it together. So it's a nice little small job, but it's something I can do on my own, and I'm gonna do it in the moment I get back in town on Thursday. So I'm gonna have them clips up. And then we go mosey on around town. And I think more rain's supposed to come Thursday and Friday down here in Nashville. So y'all kind of plan accordingly. But I know for me to have possibly Saturday and Sunday off, I'm gonna have to get my ass out there and just work through that chippy rain that's supposed to be coming through. So hopefully it doesn't last the whole day, but I just know that the lots that I'm taking care of, it won't be a problem cutting them if they're wet. I just got to make sure I have a spatula on hand, not a spatula, but yeah, a spatula, a scraper to make sure I can scrape underneath my deck. Because one day of cutting it wet on super wet grass, your deck will be clogged up. I'm telling you, it'll mess up the vacuum system on how the deck picks up the grass off the ground. It won't suck it up like how it should to get a smooth cut. And it'll be unnecessary. You might have to run over it several more times, which would create grass pancakes out there, if you know what I mean. You cutting that wet grass and it's chunking out because your deck is not cleaned out and you got the big chunks on the ground and you roll over it with the tire. Oh man, you can cancel that grass underneath Christmas. Especially if you have guys rushing and they ain't going blowing them grass pancakes up, you can already know it's gonna be brown pancakes across the whole lawn the moment it dries. Here you go, Pops. No bueno. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. be messed up for you. So it just depends. Just be kind of aware of that, especially if you're cutting wet grass. Let me see. You use high lift blades. I definitely use high lift blades. I cut a lot of tall fescue grass, and I need them blades to pick that grass up to get a smooth cut. Definitely. High lift blades it is with me. And also them high lift blades work real well with chickweed and that dead nettle, that purple dead nettle. So and it picks it up real good off the ground. So and that way it gets a good clean cut. But the mulching blades, they don't really pick that grass up like, I just like using them during the leaf season because they do a real good job mulching. But I'm a high lift man during primary maintenance season. I have to be. Because them tall fescue yards, they demand them high lift blades. And I'm be going into the third and fourth cuts on some of these lawns. So the designs is finna start getting heavier and heavier. And we gonna see. We're gonna see how it look this time. Cause right now I'm gonna hit it with a different direction. And we're gonna have a set of diamonds out there on all the nice fescue yards. We running all diamonds. Just wanted to pop in and show love and stay blessed, my G. Appreciate that, Grow It. We locked in, bro. We're gonna talk about some future things I got planned out in the future. You know how we do. I'll keep you in the loop on everything. That way you definitely can be involved, part of it and everything. And it's all love over here. You already know. But just stay up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're very successful, Evan. Don't get them people your platform like I be telling you. Keep doing your thing, though, bro. Let me see. My bad. Hollering my guy Grow It. He just slid through. Show me some love. Let me see here. I use high blades. Yes, I do. So we gonna see what's gonna happen this season, man. What's in detail, man. What am I gonna be able to get into? What type of new relationships am I gonna build? It's gonna be interesting, especially when some other things getting ready to really transpire that's coming up a couple of weeks. Y'all finna see some other stuff. Oh, come on, Grow. You already know, family. So y'all finna see some other little things that I got in place that's supposed to be lining up to come out this year because I'm finna start tapping into some other markets too. And y'all finna see it. I just got to get everything structurally structured. I got to get everything structured first, the proper way to structure it before I mass produce myself. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm finna do. I got to make sure things are protected. What's your trimmer line? I run nothing but Red Max, Lawn Soldier. Lawn service. Red Max blowers, Red Max trimmers, string trimmers. I have a Red Max articulating hedge trimmer, but the only thing different that I run, I have a Ryobi pole saw because the thing ain't never let me down, and I've been having it for like 7-8 years, and it ain't let me down. And I have an Echo hedge trimmer, a straight shaft hedge trimmer. It's like the smallest pole hedge trimmer that they have, and the reason why I went with that one is because it's so light, and I can reach across long boxwoods, holly bushes, and I can get everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's light to where I can trim bushes for 30 minutes, 45 minutes straight, and my arm won't be toe up like it is from some of the heavier, hedge trimmers. So I run. That's what I run. Red Max. Have one Ryobi pole saw and that Echo hedge trimmer. That's all I run. So and then lawnmowers, everybody know I'm X marked out. So I don't run nothing but X mark except my Toro Time Master. That's the only off brand that I have right now in the fleet, and that's probably the best push mower that I can recommend because it's light, it's easy to turn around. I hear complaints about the other larger brands push mowers that they just too damn heavy, especially when it comes to the Skag and the X-Mark. I heard that those commercial brands are just too heavy when it comes to their 30-inch push mower. So to each his own, I guess. Let me see. Got to rock with the old faithful Ryobi. Man, you better know it, Washington Landscaping Complex. Man, ain't no shame in my game. I call it the Home Depot special. And the thing is still holding up because I don't use it that often, but whenever I use it, bro, it fires up every time. It gets at full throttle and them branches are coming down. You know what I'm saying? And I got like over 5 or 6 extensions on it. I probably could get the thing extended up to 30 feet if I can just hold it in my hand without, dropping it. I got that many extensions on that joke because I keep it because if the head burn out on, I can go give me another pole saw attachment, and I got 2 more extensions that come in the box. So I got extensions for days. So, and that's my equipment setup. That's what I use, man. Been using the same stuff for a long period of time, just maximizing my equipment, like what I tell everybody else to do. Don't be so in a hurry to go out there and get them payments unless you can pay it off within 3 months to 6 months or a year max. You shouldn't have no payments on equipment past a year for real, because that can start getting dangerous. It can real get dangerous, 'cause especially if you don't have your business formatted yet, and then you going through winter time where the money ain't coming in as it was during the season, and you still got to make them payments, and you got to deal with Christmas, and you got to deal with the increase in heat and heating bill, gas bill, because it's the winter time and that's kind of the hardest months, and you still got to make that payment. And then if anything else come up in the household that you probably used to taking care of because you had the big money, all that stuff still got to get done with, man, for real. And then you add them notes on to it because you're making the big money during the season. Just make sure you forecast in the future to make sure you can continue to make them note payments. That's why I recommend everybody just try to cash out if you can, or have the stuff paid off while the money's coming in fast. I'm telling you, have that money coming in fast and pay it off fast. Cause that way it'll be off for you. And then if you want to buy something else, and if you already used to making that payment, bro, put that money up for like 4 or 5 months, 6, 7 months. Put that money up like you still making payments. You will look up, you will have you about $3 or $4,000 put it to the side, and then you go on Craigslist or something like that. There's always, it's just the law of the land. Somebody's always in need that's trying to get rid of something, and they probably don't want to, but then you can actually help somebody out by coming through financially for them, and then you come out with a piece of equipment that's in tip-top shape, hardly nothing wrong with it, and you done cashed out for it. For real. I know so many guys that got equipment online because the thing won't start, and the people got frustrated with it, with the equipment. One of the lawn care people got to put a brand new carburetor on it, and it fires up like it ain't nothing. New carburetor, spark plug, oil filters, you know what I'm saying? Change the oil, gas filters, gas line filters, and the thing fires up like it ain't nothing. It just tricks of the trade. Or a lot of people, they want the warranties on it. You know what I'm saying? They want the 5 year, 1,000 hour warranty on equipment. Now, if you're running a big business and you doing some significant numbers, I can understand you making sure that you can hold it down, and you got to make sure you got the packages like the 1,000 hours buying brand new equipment, especially if they buying the fleet packages. That means they buying like 5 or 6 0 turns, 5 or 6 standoffs, 5 or 6 blowers, 5 or 6 string trimmers, 5 or 6 head trimmers. They getting a big fleet of mowers, and they get a better deal for it. But they paying that equipment off quick. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they get off a warranty, the equipment's paid off. And then they can resell it and prepare to just re-up everything because they have to spend up some of their business money. So they just invested in a better equipment that actually help the business run more efficient. What string trimmer line you use and the weed eaters? I bounce back and forth. I don't really have a particular brand. I just, long as it's 1.05, is I like the thick string. I like the thick string. Now, if they don't have any of that, the lowest I go down to is 0.95. Like any lower than that, I feel like it ain't strong enough when I'm getting to cut some of the some of the more mature weeds. It ain't strong enough. For real. Now, if I'm cutting fescue or Bermuda grass all the time, okay, like the smaller string can get through it. But when I'm digging out them edges, because we don't use an edger, we flip edge with the string trimmer. Everybody on my crew. So we flip edge, and hey man, I need some thicker string. You soak your string in water. I just started doing that this year. I've seen the difference. I've seen the difference in soaking your weed eater string. I have. Let me see. What string line you use? Okay, I already answered that. Jeff, Lawn, and Landscaper, what up, brother? I just seen your message. Appreciate you always tapping in like you're doing, showing love means a lot to me. But yeah, man, other than that, man, life sweet. I'm gonna vibe out on here. My cup of coffee is done. I said I was gonna go as long as my coffee was in. Let me see what else I can give y'all to go off on. I just seen a special come across that the Tennessee Highway Patrol is really looking at trailer setups to make sure your equipment is strapped down when you're traveling the interstate. They looking to make sure your chains are choked up correctly and it's correctly hooked up to your pickup truck. So anybody that's driving an open trailer, make sure that you got some tie straps and strapping them moors down, especially if you're traveling through Tennessee. The highway patrol, they really on top of this stuff right now. So if you get pulled over because your equipment ain't strapped down, just remember I told you. Just make sure your equipment is strapped down just in case you have an accident, which I don't wish that up on nobody. Your equipment won't be in the middle of the interstate because you're strapped down on your trailer, which is if you need to stop immediately, the equipment is not going to run all into each other. We could create some more damage. How many guys I got? Lawn Soldier, I only have me and my other guy right now because there's no need for me to have my other guy. Because I done dropped down to like 60 some yards, 70 some yards right now. So it ain't really no need for me to have two guys. That's just crazy. But like we could do that in our sleep. And right now we're able to do a lot more landscaping work nowadays than if it picks up and I keep on gaining like 2 to 3 clients every time I go out. I'll say maybe by May, June. Yeah, we probably have to need another guy because with 85% of the yards being on weekly service now, okay, that could create a challenge, especially if it's raining a lot. So it just really just depends on the floor of the season on how I'm gonna increase or decrease when it comes to how many guys I'm gonna have helping me. So, but we'll see. I'm not gonna limit myself. I might land a humongous ass contract that's paying me, a couple $100,000 a year, and I might need a good 2 or 3 more guys to really just to help run that contract for me. So it just depends on the sky be the limit. I'm just making sure that I'm in the habit of just working and make sure I'm better on top of my schedule. That way I can forecast to plug in these landscaping jobs that I have on the books right now. It looks like I have maybe 4 or 5 right now that I have to get plugged in during the week. And it's working out really well right now for me. So we just to see what happens in the future if I can continue this on and how long can I continue it on, and plus keep on expanding myself when it comes to social media and other avenues and places I'm touching bases into. I'm just growing every day. Every day I see myself beginning to grow again on everything that I'm doing. So we just go see what happens at the end because I'm starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel is getting bigger for me right now. And I'm just excited to just, being able to see it getting big because sometimes you'll be operating and you just make it a habit of doing what you're doing and you can be oblivious to your growth that you're undergoing unless you have some miserable marks in place the way you can see it and define your growth. If not, you just look up one day and you'll be in a different situation. But I want to be able to measure it. You know what I'm saying? Because it hits different for me if I have measurable marks in place. And that's just me personally. So, but I appreciate y'all tapping in. I'm gonna pick this back up in the morning. If y'all get up within the 5 o'clock hour, just look. I'm gonna be live between 5 o'clock in the morning to normally to like 6:15. Sometime it goes longer than that. I'm live early in the morning, and I do it predominantly on Instagram. Okay, that's predominantly where I go live from. That's where it all really originally started with me. So I'm finna get up off here. Hey man, I look forward to seeing y'all on the live in the morning. Tomorrow is Big Tuesday, so it will be the Mo Trapping podcast. Also at nighttime, I'll be on that. And yeah, man. And just be tuned, stay tuned for all my clips is gonna come up tomorrow because I'm actually gonna be out in the field servicing lawns. And I'm gonna make sure I get some game out when I see it come and we'll get them clips for me too. That y'all know what type of work I'm doing and how nice I am in my city. So like I said, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Y'all stay with me till in the morning. Y'all in the end.